little bit. Obviously, time difference is not that big of a difference compared to flying across the pond over to Europe. For Epsilon, you know, I think they actually landed yesterday, so maybe that could come into something. You know, will they be fully tired? Do they have jet lag? But without further ado, let's get map number 1 underway here at Mexico City Open. And we're going to be kicking things off on board with Crazed from Epsilon.
And for all our new viewers out there who does not know too much about Escalation, Escalation is Gears Esports' new premier game type here. And Escalation is going to be first to 7 rounds win. And in order for you to win a round, you have to either get 210 points or trip cap by capping all 3 hills, as we see right now, which Team Envyus are doing on a 10-second respawn round.
Okay. All right. Well,
and so, as I mentioned, 10-second respawns. The respawns will increase every single round by 2 seconds. At round 7 will be halftime, and it will drop back down to 10. Also, the losing team will be able to place a weapon on the map. So by them losing a round, they have a chance to kind of turn the game in their favor and set the tone and set the pace of the map. But Team Envyus did something spectacular there. 10-second respawns, it is very, very hard to trip cap on a map like Foundation.
I just want to say, fantastic kind of breakdown of Escalation. It just, they won the round quicker than you could explain the game type. So, you know, we talked a little bit about, you know, Envy coming into this event, how they're going to be feeling. I think that was your answer, making a massive statement here in round number 1. Team Envy's found themselves, of course, winning that first round. Now, though, looking at round number 2, one thing I do want to kind of talk a little bit about is shout out to the coalition. Look at how beautiful this new spectator client is. It is absolutely fabulous. All the guys over there doing a fantastic job just making it look even more beautiful for all of those esports fans out there.
You see it on the side, and we're able to tell. We see Craze, he has the boom shot, and he is going to be down here, but he does get up. So boom shot was placed on the map for Epsilon. What does that do for Epsilon? Well, it puts Envyus in all the boom shots on the ground right here. But
someone needs to recover that, or at least try and contest for it. I don't think they're going to be able to.
Epsilon may have a chance to go up here and pick up this boom. It isn't open. They will sneak it out. They will turn around. So Team Envyus was not able to capitalize that on protect it. But as I was saying, the boom shot is going to be able to focus all Team Envyus members in one spot, okay? So that will be better for Epsilon to be able to keep tabs on Team Envyus, all right? So because they're forcing that forward fight.
And I love that play from Epsilon as well. It just basically says, hey, we're not just going to roll over here. We're going to put up a serious fight using some, you know, I don't necessarily say unorthodox strategy, but thinking outside the box a little bit. Drop that boom shot down. We were speaking to them before they went live, and they kind of jokingly looked at it and said, yeah, we're going to drop boom shot. We may even drop shot as well, the other side of the map. Well, guy, they weren't kidding.
No, they definitely
already dropped in after the first round. This one, though, you look at the score, 73 to 67. B Hill still going to be neutralized, with Team Envyus dancing around as much as they can. They will capture that. However, in come the Epsilon Cavalry.
And you know what, Benson, because the one way that you're going to beat Team Envyus is that you have to beat them in a fight, right? You have to win your gunfights. It's as simple as that. You're not going to, don't go for trying to out-rotate them, all right? Yep. Don't go for, you know, trying to outsmart them. You have to get them with muscle first, if anything here, and kind of force them, because no matter what you do, they just have so much talent on their team. So if you can't win initial gunfights on some of these key power weapons, everything else really is not going to matter.
Very true. Very, very true indeed. Now taking a look at Ribs. He's going to be playing that flex role that we know all too well from Team Envyus. Of course, Team Envyus will be our red squad for this one, and Epsilon will be our blue squad for those of you just tuning in. Ribs and Craze with a 1v1. However, Ribs, he's going to have to back away from that one. He does have a little bit of support, and the trip cap domination is coming through. If he's able to win this against Crazed and potentially secure the dom, but it's not going to happen. The Sea Hill was broken. Ribs will go down, but should be immediately picked up. I believe the pick on Crazed as well did occur. So Team Envyus in a very, very good position for this one, 163 to 131.
You know what, and I'm hoping to see a big event out of Ribs this event, because I feel like he definitely needs one. You know, Ribs has been, you know, playing that flex role on Team Envyus, and they really need to him to like just step up on some of these maps and make sure that they hold it down. And you know, I think we're gonna see it from this event. I don't know. I feel a good energy coming off of Ribs, but. Now, as you see,
you were kind of giving him a lot of props for his haircut. Yeah, you one of those superstitious players who said, you know, maybe that pre-land haircut can help out?
Oh, yes, 100%. All day, every day, that pre-land haircut will help. Because, like I said, it gives you that positive energy, right? You want to come into the event feeling good. And you see Sam, he's going to connect with that boom shot. Epsilon, 2 hill, my fault, Team Envyus, 2 hills capped. All right, so they're going to come in here. C needs to get broken, but I don't think anybody's going to be in a position. Oh, it is being decapped. Hold up. As we've seen all too well, Team Envyus have choked leads like this before.
You're just trying to jinx it again, aren't you?
Yes, I have. And I don't know, they haven't capped yet. You see, Epsilon still doing good, but C is making it up here, and it may be too little, too late. Even though 2 hills are capped, they will get this hill in time, and they will come out with this win.
Yep, nicely played from them. That now the second round in a row they've been able to string together. That one, though, definitely lasted a little longer than the first one, 3 minutes 31.
It did. It was definitely a closer one.
Do you think maybe that was the boom shot, which may have caught them a little bit by surprise? Obviously, it was Epsilon that won that initial fight, if you remember.
Yeah, no, you know, Epsilon had a lot of good pressure right there, good rotations on the home hill, and they would have just a little bit more communication, were able to get somebody back to that C hill to help defend it, or, you know, whoever that was could have just won a 1v1. They may have came out with a win on that round. That would have been a good win. You know, we've seen time and time again from Team Envyus, they've lost a lot of those 209s, probably more than anybody else.
Yeah, it's funny. I was speaking with their coach a couple of weeks ago, and he said, for some reason, we do like throwing away those games, the games that we should win, but it's something that they know they've been practicing very, very hard on, and you expect to see them improve. A good block as well coming through welding and foundings. I think that's a smart play from Epsilon, basically saying, hey, we won that boom shot heads up. We're not going to give Team Envyus any chance whatsoever to try and dictate that fight.
But this is the fight I'm talking about. Good shots in here by Craze. He's going to push through. He picks up one. He gets help from his teammate. Here comes the double team on the back end. They're going to connect, but he got to clean up this kill. And he's going to back up. Smart move. Secure the boom shot. Get your pistol out.
Yeah, nicely played. It was actually Ash that just kind of jumped in there for Epsilon. Was able to control that boom. Of course, once again, Epsilon will be our blue squad. Team Envyus our red squad. So it will be Ash just trying to put some pressure over towards that A hill. Has the support of two teammates here. And this could be a trip cap potentially coming through for them, but however, they've lost full map control. Crazed over at B needed to win that 1v1 against Praised. It was a smart play from Ribs as well to overextend towards C. So now, Epsilon, they have to fight back towards their own hill.
Yeah, this is good. It's a boom shot on top of their hill as well, but B was not able to be fully capped. I don't know what happened there. It looked like it was all in their hands, but Hydrone is going to have to drop back here and regroup with his teammates. He's taking a lot of damage.
Sure is. Hydrone, he's going to be completely cleaned out as well, and that's going to be a couple of players down. 3, in fact, for Epsilon, the #1 squad, of course, in Europe. And here comes that assault on that A hill. It's going to be Franchise. He is there. Has the support of a teammate, but never mind. Franchise goes down. That's Phelpsy with a big pick. Now a 1v1. He's done a good job just buying his teammates a little bit of time. Hopefully they're able to make a play over towards the opposite side of the map. That's what you would most likely expect. The A hill, though, still going to be neutral. And if Epsilon isn't careful, it's going to be another trip cap domination for Envyus.
No, it definitely is going to be another one.
Nice
and
play.
Team Envyus, you just see such a big lead. Epsilon's not even getting any points right now, Benson. It's almost a good 80-point lead here, and domination coming in. Epsilon needs to play for the 3 cap every single spawn from now on.
Yep, and they're definitely going to have to try and reduce that massive deficit. Unfortunately for them, though, that C hill still controlled by Team Envyus. Solo's still on that B hill. He's going to secure that one, and as it stands, Envy, they could win just off 1 hill. That's all they would need. A 100-point lead now has been generated for them. I mean, they're in full control. They really are. You look at that early fight and you think, okay, maybe you do win that boom. And that's a great start for your Epsilon, but you have to win those follow-up fights. If you're going to go for that kind of strat, you have to be winning those fights as you brought up, but guy.
Yeah, you definitely do. Domination coming in. I don't see anything stopping this right here. Here comes a little side roll, and we will see Kraz break this hill, but it's 200 points. 2 hills capped. That's going to be another round for Team Envyus.
I mean, we have seen Envy throw rounds like this, but I don't think this is going to be one of them. Four
this
players
ain't
down. It's down to Phelpsy. He's actually gone down as well. Team Envyus looking to make a serious statement here in Mexico City.
All right, now let's dissect what Epsilon needs to do going into round 4 here. We're going to take a look at the weapon placements on the map and see what can they get down here to help them in these initial fights, okay? So they blocked welding and fountain, so they didn't want no support weapons there. And, you know, we see boom shot at the top of the map. All right, so now they're looking towards statue. At this point, Benson, I'm putting me some nades down. We're doing some flame grenades, frag grenades, mid-map, help assist on that boom push, kind of spread out the map a little bit. And that's exactly what we're going to see.
Yo, you're very intelligent. Some say you're one of the most intelligent analysis guys in Gears of War because, as you said, it's exactly what you're going to see. Incidents go mid-map. And once again, to reiterate your point, they're going to use that as well to not only help that initial push, but when boom comes up again later in the round, that's where they've kind of struggled a little bit. They can use those instants, time them correctly, drop them straight on that boom, and it's going to help them prolong that round out a little bit.
Yep, take some of that pressure out the middle. But, hey, at the end of the day, you still have to win your fights. We're going to see 3 members going down from tunnel on each team. So we got a 1v1 mid-map, and so this is going to be a big fight for boom. Incendies are going to get picked up by Solars, so Epsilon needs to be careful here. They're going to be pushing in. They're going to actually push through and engage. Boom shot was going to get sneaked by Toy Soldier, but he gets picked off. Praise needs to save the boom, and we see 3 kills get picked up. Praise will acquire that boom shot. 4 members down here by Epsilon, and That's all she wrote right there, Ben. That's all she wrote.
This round should definitely be over.
This is a good 20-second respawn round. All heals capped. They're not even leaving spawn.
Ash isn't even going to leave. I mean, last time these two teams played, as I said, it was an absolute slaughter. So if statistics have anything to go by, you put all your money, all your life savings on Team Envyus to once again repeat. And as of right now, they're doing just that. A 4-0 lead currently now for Team Envyus. They are in just full control of this whole thing.
Yes, they are in full control over it all. And, you know, we're going to see what may happen here in this next weapon selection. And, yeah, we're going to see what may happen here in this next weapon selection. Looking to get something put down. Well, looks like we got a tactical timeout.
Tactical timeout. I'm a big fan of tactical timeouts. I preach about them all the time. You see it in tennis. Hey, you know, stuff not going your way. I got to pee. All of a sudden, I'm going for a bathroom break.
Well, I think
I know you, guy. Me and you, we spent a lot of time together. I know back in the day when you were playing, you used to do some sketchy little strat like that.
I'm trying to think. What was the sketchiest thing that I did?
You unplugged someone's controller once?
Never did.
Kick the power brick?
Yo, Xbox just turns off. My bad.
Yep. Dude.
Okay.
You know when...
I've seen people do that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Call them out. Put them on blast.
No snitches get stitches.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You know, when I first saw the Kinect, and when the Kinect first got announced, I was like, yo, imagine if you were just playing at an event and you were just like, yo, Xbox off. Just shut off all the Xboxes. I thought that would have been great. Luckily, though, Microsoft's much more intelligent than I am. So gladly that doesn't happen, but it would have been fun, that's for sure. As it stands, though, it is a 4-0 lead for Team Envyus in this one. The host has paused the game. We're waiting just for some confirmation on exactly what the issue is on that main stage. As it stands, Envy seem to be pretty comfortable. They chilling, killing, just, you know, having some fun. Check the Twitter sphere. This is a good time to start tweeting out, hey, playing on main stage, kicking Epsilon's ass right now. Hey.
Come check us out.
Yeah, why not, right? Tweet out the stream.
Business as usual.
Business as usual. Yo, look at that haircut, though.
Yo, fresh. Look at them butters, boy. Look at that. Hey, yo, look at you got some baby hairs on there, too, Benson. See little curls. You know why I love Ribs, man? Ribs is the closest thing I got to Obama in my life nowadays, okay?
Closest things I have to Obama.
I told him he needs to change his Twitter to Ribs44. All right. Closest thing I got.
Oh, God. There, of course, look at Team Epsilon, and you can see a bit of a different vibe coming in from their side of the main stage, looking maybe a little bit confused. I mean, in these times, like, we do see, you know, technical issues occur, you know, occasionally. In these times, what, as a player, do you want to be talking about? Like, what do you utilize this time for?
To say whatever we did the previous 5 rounds does not do it the next 5, okay? That's exactly what happens, because you have to try to figure out what the issue is, then dissect that issue, and now is the time where you do it, right? Today is the day where you're not supposed to be mute, where you're supposed to be vocal, even if it looks bleak, even if it looks like you're not going to get the win. You just need to figure out what you're doing. And then now, if you think it's going to be an automatic L, this is where you try new things, okay?
This is true. This is true, right?
This is where you throw some funky strats out there, or you do something completely ridiculous to throw off the enemy team. You got to try something, okay? You just can't put your hands on the table and just say, yo, get it over with.
It's true. I mean, as you mentioned, if there was ever a time to try something a bit unconventional, then you're down. You're definitely not out. We've definitely seen comebacks like this happen in Gears 4. But I'm with you. I think, you know, stuff just clearly isn't going your way. You do need to just try and mix stuff up. Of course, there are a look at the wonderful main stage here on Friday. It looks absolutely beautiful.
It really does.
Very well designed. I'm a big fan of this one.
I am a big fan of this main stage. It is one of my favorites, to be honest with you. Can't even lie about that one.
I wish I was playing.
Right?
I'm saying, man, we should just, for one event, make a team. Just say, hey, you know, casters can play.
You know, we need to make sure that we can talk to Coalition and say, yo, let's do a Benson and Blaze fight night where we just play each other and commentate ourselves.
I really want to do a Coalition versus MLG, but
show match.
They were chickens. They were chickens. They didn't want to play MLG stuff.
They don't want to like get embarrassed online, like, and get beat at their own game.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing. Basically, I'm just gonna let you backpack. I'm just gonna sit in your backpack. I'm just gonna be like, go guy, go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it's like at least 2 or 3 tanks on a dev team, on a test team that are like really, really good. Like
better than you though.
Soapy's a beast. Shout out Soapy if he's in the stream.
Better than you though.
I don't know about all that.
There you go. That's what matters at the end of the day.
I don't know about all that.
Anyway, the game has continued.
Good.
Team Envyus 4-0 up. We're gonna be on board with Crazed from Epsilon once again. Nice pick. That's going to be Solos. Looks to actually find the second as well. He will do. That's franchise that goes down. Bear in mind, these later respawn rounds, as this guy kind of explained at the very, very beginning of this series, the respawn delay gets up there, and you can kind of see just how important that boom is as well. No hill currently has been captured.
No, they have not been captured just yet. Nobody's getting a point. They put all their marbles onto that B hill and drop back later on to cap their home hill because it's 22-second respawn. It's all about just slaying and getting those kills. And as we see, 5 seconds up, and we see Crazed going to be coming in. They're going to be spawning in here.
That's a smart play from Epsilon as well, just to kind of delay that push. Obviously, they know Ribs managed to get his hands on that drop shot as well, the boom in Toy Soldier's hands. So you don't have those power weapons. There's no point trying to take these fights without the man advantage. If anything, you want to just at least take it 5v5, but unfortunately for them, Toy, he comes up with 2 solos.
Just go and get in that hill, big fella. Do what you can.
Unfortunately, all he can do is actually die. He will go down, and that is another round for Team Envyus.
Team Envyus, 5 straight rounds, and my fault. That was a 20-second respawn that we just got out of, and we see that with a lot of these top teams. When you get to rounds, the 20-second, the 18 and 20-second and 22-second respawns, you see people just completely disregard their home hill. It's all about winning the fight for that neutral hill, especially if you have a big weapon like a boom shot on top of it, and then you send your furthest guy back to go cap your home hill, and you push the rest of the team forward with the power weapons you've acquired. Just a good, easy way to get a good 3 cap. Looking
at Solar, 17 kills currently. Performing very, very well. I look towards that bottom side of the map as well. We'll show you boom shot has been removed. Epsilon tried it. Didn't really get too much, or drop shot rather, didn't really get too much love from that. And, you know, they will have to kind of switch things out. Obviously, you're allowed to do that as you get into the later rounds.
Yeah, you can replace the weapons on round 5 sometimes, but always round 6 you're able to replace a weapon that's already on the map.
Just so many kills going in Team Envy's favor. Finally, Craze, he is able to bounce back. He's also going to be able to find his hands on that boom as well and get out with his life, which is going to be pretty important.
Now this is where you make big boy decisions right here, Benson, okay? You got to be smart. You got to understand the respawn, okay? You know, keep your actives, and you have to be sneaky to get in here and take it. You don't use your boom shot to get your home hill back. I tell you one, that's what you don't do, all right? You need to make sure you use this boom shot across map off these guys on respawn. So you need to be making these call outs, try to pick off a few kills first, and then you have your boom shot. Your teammate Hydron is across the map. He picks up a kill. He's in a good situation here. Ooh, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Praise wasn't having none of that.
You almost wanted those positions to be kind of flipped there. You wanted the boom shot to be making the aggressive play across the map as opposed to kind of that passive defensive play. And Crazy is going to kill solos there, but I feel like you have to ask the question, was that worth it? Was that like a high-profile boom shot kill?
He didn't want to die, though, but I want to be baiting boom shots over here on statue. Like I said before, these are good situations. Oh, no. Can't have that.
Oh, Crazed will pick up the meat shield, and Ribs will go down. And as you said, 20-second respawn round now. As it's the last round of the half, all the weapons will be removed. Hydron gets himself into a little bit of trouble. Teammate is there, but Franchise, he was able to shut down Phelpsy before falling himself to Hydron. Hydron, he's getting a bit bloodthirsty here. He spots Toy Soldier. He wants to try and win this 1v1. Toy, nice movement there.
No, you chased that down.
Away.
Damn.
He's going to get out full red as well.
He just glid out of there. You see he's going to push in, but Toy led him right into a trap.
It's like watching Envy on Ice almost. Whenever you watch Toy Soldier, he just skates around. He's like, nah, you would have thought.
Yo, that is a good idea. Envy on Ice. Yo, I think that they can do it if anybody, right?
Definitely.
Envy or Optic on Ice?
Hey, man, thank me later. I take royalties. That's 25%.
All right, Hasher, I know you're listening.
Don't mind
Make it happen.
I do. As it stands, though, it is Epsilon that have the lead, though, Guy. 108 to 78 points. BNC still under their control, so they're holding on in this round. Finally, though, the Envy aggression comes in over towards B. They should be good to capture that hill as well.
And here you go. They're going to actually drop back here. And, folks, this is a 22-second respawn round, and we usually don't see these rounds last as long as this usually, you know? Usually they're defined in the opening rounds with the first team fight, but both these teams, Epsilon has been doing a good job trading kills back and forth. France not able to clean up that one. And right now, currently, Epsilon has the lead by 30 or so points. But Team Envyus, they need to they got the boom shot now, but I was going to say they need to regroup and make this push together. All they need to do is slay them one time.
Yep. And the issue Envy is having currently is every time they try and overextend towards a home hill, Epsilon have already wrapped over towards another hill, that B neutral hill there. You saw the aggression come through. However, I believe the gunfight was won by Team Envy. No, it is still going on. Ash, he's managed to get out of that one with the pick on Praised, and Epsilon, they're going to trade that hill. And as it stands, they could actually just win off holding one hill. Now you need to see Envious spring into life here. They need to neutralize these hills.
Let's see if they can do something amazing. I'm going to say frag grenades are going to be tossed out here. Going to take cover. He's in a difficult position, just trying to dodge shots. They need faith in one of their teammates to be able to break B.
Someone has to go to B. B is huge. They should be able to win these gunfights. I mean, they have the numbers. Ribs is going to secure C, but B is where it's at.
Here we go.
Here's the fight. It's going to be Toy Soldier versus Phelpsy. Toy, he was able to get in, but not for long
saves
enough.
the round.
Phelpsy, a huge kill, and that will be Epsilon's first round here of the game.
That was good right there. Good job right there. Bat Phelpsy saved his team that round. But you see how the communication happened right there, how they had the trust. They knew at a certain point in the game, all your teammates has a specific role, okay?
Right.
You know, you all have a mission that you have to go complete in order for you to win this round, and you just have to trust for your teammates to do it. You know, and Toy almost did it right there. But, folks, this will be halftime. This is round 7, as I described before. The respawns will drop back down to 10 seconds. All weapons will be removed off the map, and these hills shall flip here. So, when we go into halftime, some teams actually fare better in the second half than they actually do the first half, just based off the geography of the map. So, we'll see if Epsilon is one of those teams on Foundation.
Well, they better pray they are, because as they stand, they have a big deficit to try and climb out of, and a very tall mountain to climb if they have any chance of winning map number 1. As it stands, taking a look at Crazed once again over to Franchise. Ooh, he's going to be putting some pressure over towards that statue, the mid-neutral E hill. Has the support of pretty much all of his team as well. The crossfire coming through, something Envy is so good at. One of the best team shooting teams out there. They're just so good at providing that cover fire for their entire team.
Yo, they definitely are here, Benson. And we're going to see Phelpsy's not able to get away here. The pressure coming in. Solars knows he has backup. Little beta switch action. Smokes get blown up here. He's going to come in. He's going to take out Ash, finish him up real quick. And so Team Envyus controlled 2 hills at this point. And now they're eyeing his home hill. They're looking to go in here. They want to be able to take F. But their home hill is captured, but they're not even worried about that right now. They know that the next guy on their team that respawns will be able to back up and recap that home hill.
Sure will. Solars does have Sam in his sights. And speaking of Sam, Sam tries to get out of that. Nice movement, but very weak. He will actually survive, and somehow, finally does go down. I thought he was going to do the miraculous and actually get out of there, but made the good decision, right? He was in that 1v2, didn't necessarily need to take that fight, just tried to play his life and get away. Bought his teammates a little bit of time as well, which is always valuable. However, look at the score, 104-86 in favor of Team Envyus. However, Epsilon have just got themselves a 2-1 hill advantage.
They definitely did here. And so Epsilon looking good. They're still in the game. Points are very even here. Relatively close. So, Team Envyus, they are going at this point. They are going for they played the home street. They are just going to cap both home hills. So a little dual home setup, and they're going to hold this. And this is a good setup. You're going to see all 3 Epsilon members. They have to work together. They've thrown their smokes, and usually when you throw your smokes, you have to push right there. You cannot waste the only smokes that you have, because you will not get another one unless you respawn. So here comes the push, but the push is null and void.
Yep, that was nullified pretty quickly, to be honest with you. The D hill, of course, where the action is going on. Franchise, he's going to clean up Sam, give Envyus now the 2-1 hill advantage. They have themselves a lead as well, around about 25 points or so. Hydro, the first play for Epsilon, once again trying to put the pressure on D. However, he's running into a 2v2. Phelpsy will kill Ribs. However, Fran is still there. Now Fran has to make the difficult decision of which player to try and run at. Again, though, buying his teammates a little bit of time. In comes Praise. Praise with 1, Praise with 2. Runs straight past the third, turns around. Oh, don't do it to him, Praise. Oh, don't do it to him. D-Hill, of course, still going to be neutral. He's a 2v1. Sam now versus Praise. Praise feeling himself. 12 kills currently. Still just being a nuisance over towards this D-Hill. They still have F. As it stands, all they need was the 1
Crawl
hill.
in there, big fella. Crawl in there. There you go.
Praise, a wonderful individual play right there from him.
He got that 209. Team Envyus takes round 7 here. Goes up 6-1. So that was good. That was good. Good round here. Good fight back. Team Envyus knew that, hey, we don't have to, especially on that side of the map, I think it's a lot simpler to hold a dual home setup, okay? Control both home hills when this map gets flipped over here, and just that whole top half of the map. Because once you start controlling statue and one of the home hills, I just feel like it's just spread out too much compared to how the home and the neutral hill is in the beginning of the game.
For sure. And that was a strat you kind of saw both teams try and fight for throughout that round. For now, quick glance at the scoreboard. Solar's 23 kills. Ribs with 20, doing a good job of playing that flex role. And, you know, we talk about the players who are going to rotate those home hills. Ribs definitely going to be one to keep your eyes out on all weekend long. Very crucial role. And he plays for this Team Envyus squad. Now, though, once again, kicking things off on board with Crazed for this round as it stands.
Whoa, that was the reaction shot if I've ever seen one. You just saw the shot almost just come out of his back right there.
Came out of his butt, let's not lie.
It just took a fart on him, just chunked him.
As it stands, this is map point as well for Team Envyus. All games will be best of 3. Do bear that in mind for our pools. Phelpsy Meanwhile, just trying to patrol these home hills, or that home street as it has now become. And you'll see Sam just head over towards that F hill. Doesn't really want to put too much pressure on D. You can see the aggressive play now from Epsilon actually coming over towards the E hill. They've managed to neutralize it. Now the question, though, will they be able to cap it?
And so here we go. We're going to see we see the neutral hill and the home hill. It was held by Team Envyus for just a little bit, and now it's going to go back to them. They still have control, and they're just eyeing. They're being very, very patient. They're scoping out the map. And now they're waiting for their next strike, but I think they're going to hold this for a little bit. Build a good lead here, and as you see on the overhead map, all resources from Epsilon is going to Team Envyus' home hill.
D hill currently, Ribs going to be patrolling that one. The lead currently as well in Envyus' favor, 88 to 67 points. The 2-to-1 hill advantage as well. Looking very, very good now for Team Envyus to just walk away with map number 1. In your opinion, though, Guy, what does Epsilon have to do differently to bring themselves back into this one?
You know what? Epsilon, they just have to really just bring it together. They need a good strategy. They need to be able to stick to it. But you know what, Benson, what I would do? You know what, I ain't going to say that. At first, I was going to say, let's put Boom Shot back down in between the 2 home hills, right?
Okay.
Where the B hill was before, and just kind of play for the home hills. But they did that, and they lost 5 straight rounds when they did it, all right?
Do you think it would have that much of an effect, though, if you did it on this half as opposed to the first half?
No, because the fight is still set up the same. What I would do is that I would at least try to draw Team Envyus' attention over to the statue, which we've seen in the fight has been here most of the time. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to hitting your shots, communicating, rotating, and working together. And as we see, Team Envyus just has the better teamwork here.
They most definitely do. 180 to 128. Epsilon not able to hang on at all, it seems, to the Team Envyus train. And the momentum train is almost at its final stop. Of course, map number 1 almost over. Ribs picks up 2. Phelps and Craze go down. Ash is down as well. And Epsilon, they just can't hold on. It is as simple as that. They're just too good in their positions, holding those power positions, making sure their team shooting is on point, and they will win map number 1 here at the Mexico City Open convincingly, 7 rounds to 1. I don't want to say it's deja vu from Columbus, but it's deja vu from Columbus.
Yes, it is. And you see Ribs there lead at the